I draw my inspiration most from a kindergarten classroom where the children are free. They haven't been affected by society yet, and so they let themselves go completely in their art. And their art is pure and it's true, it's happy. They're not afraid to use all these colors. They don't confine themselves within the boundaries of balance and lighting. They just do, which I think is very important in art. And so when I go out there, I try. Oh, that's it. Hey. Oh yeah, I saw the episode. I cannot believe Christina would do that to Burke. It's completely ridiculous. Where were the writers going with that? I mean, seriously. But hey, we can talk about this later. I'm in the middle of this interview thing for some show or something. But I'll give you a call later. Okay, bye. Sorry about that. Kindergarten classroom. That's where I draw my inspiration most from. In my work, spray paint, I don't really try not to use it so often, because before it used to symbolize freedom, but now it symbolizes oppression because it's become so overly used. So rather than using spray paint, I become the spray paint can. First I get some water and pour a heavily concentrated amount of food coloring, and so it's rich in the color. And then I stand over the ledge and hold on to the bar, and it's really all in the neck, it's jerking. And while I jerk, I spit and use my tongue to push the water forward, and generally speaking, it lands somewhere near the paper, and if not directly on it, I mean, I don't have the best aim, near it, and that's basically. I become one with the spray paint can. The spray paint can is me. We're like spaghetti and meatballs or tuna fish and jelly. It just goes together, and apart, it's nothing. Plain. In the mid-90s, back in my hometown of Hialeah, Florida, my cousins and I used to steal spray paint from my grandfather's workshop, and we would take it and spray paint the side of the house. And of course we'd get in trouble for it, but it was the influence of television with "Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood" that really affected us, and we were forced to express ourselves artistically with this spray paint. It was messy all over our hands. Generally speaking, with my art, I view it as more self-portraying, I guess, and it's more for myself than anyone else, and I have friends that appreciate it, but I think that when one does art to show everyone else, that's when they're really being selfish. I don't think what I'm doing is selfish. Sure, I enjoy it, but it's more because I'm so utterly disgusted by their work that I'm covering it up so they can show me something that I like. That's not selfish at all. You know, it's not as easy as it looks, but when it's all said and done, it's obviously worth it. To paint the tunnel, it took about 4 hours. I mean, there was a lot of prep work going into it. I didn't want to ruin the signs that the university has put up because then I would get arrested. And so we were very careful around that. And then, you know, there was a whole process of having to stir the paint. And so I would say a total of 4 hours. And it really, your muscles get sore. They're going up and down and then overhead and getting pain in your eyes. But the 4 hours. Originally, the black paint in the tunnel, it was supposed to cover up all the cliches that the spray painting has become, because I was angry that these children they buy a 97-cent can of spray paint and think they're creating great works of art, when all they're doing is writing over other people's art, and who's to say that your art is any better than anyone else's? So I was going to cover all that up and kind of start with a blank canvas, and then over the weekend I got back and the tunnel was white, and that really pissed me off because white symbolizes purity, and you enter and it just seems like it's so confining. It's confining you into this pure state and the conservative mentality, and I think our society is far too dark for that. And so with the black paint, I think it symbolizes the vast nothingness of our society, and covering over that the pureness of the white, for me at least, was showing truly what we are as a people, and my age group, my peers, we were nothing. a bunch of colors mixed up together, becoming this black